The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
This weekend I'm heading off to Bali for a holiday, all right?
So good, man.
Just a short one. I'll be back soon. Don't you fellas worry
Good
about
on
it,
you,
all right?
mate.
Take your time.
You going to take some beads or you going to get some over there?
Some what?
Beads.
Bead. I thought you said bees. No, I'll probably get my beads over there.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll be taking plenty of so one of the things that we like to do as a couple, myself and my wife, is, well, it's mostly her.
You can't put that on the radio.
She runs a spreadsheet before we go on holiday. So she's got everything we need to go. It's like this one that we reuse for a lot of stuff. It's like, don't forget sunblock, blah, 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 blah. We've ticked it all off. That's all looking good. We've filled out the visa forms. Everything's great. She went to the doctor's yesterday, and while she was there, the doctor said, oh, you're going to Bali. Cool. Have you had your rabies vaccination, your rabies shot? And she's like, no. Why is it? No, you can die from rabies. You need to get a rabies shot. She's like, oh, well, can I have it now? Like, no, you need to have 3 shots progressively over time. It takes like a month or something.
Yeah.
And so she messages me straight away, OMG, we didn't have a rabies shot. Are we going to get in trouble in Bali?
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
I'm like, look, lots of my friends have been to Bali. No one's ever mentioned you have to get a rabies shot.
That's because they all got rabies shots.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, probably, man. Yeah.
Well, because what I want to do is just not sort of get her freaking out about it because we leave this weekend.
Oh, you should. She should be, and rightly so.
Really?
But if I was you, I'd keep my trap shut.
Yeah,
There's
just
nothing
don't
good
say
coming
anything.
out of it because you should just,
Have you not seen the monkeys in Bali?
Well, no, that's why I'm going over there to see them.
Yeah, vicious little bastards.
Really? I thought
Yeah, vicious
playful.
little bastards.
Playful,
No, they got rabies. You're
Well,
not playful when you got rabies.
No,
man.
they're not all.
You're a
not
mad
all of them.
bastard.
Yeah, but not all of them have rabies.
Yeah, but which one do you know? Can you pick them from a lineup? Which ones have them, which haven't? You don't know how to trust a monkey, man.
Totally, man.
You've never seen a monkey before,
And
not in the wild.
I'll tell you what.
Well, I've seen.
Rabies damn near killed me, Keyzie.
Killed you?
You know, I've had a lot of stuff in my time, and rabies was probably the most heinous of all of it.
Syphilis, gonorrhea he's had.
Oh, they were
you
all
name
fine.
it, he's had them all.
They were all fine, but rabies,
Where did you get
combined
rabies?
with
Crabs.
syphilis and gonorrhea, was not good.
Where did you get your rabies from?
Bali.
Right, and
Yeah.
but you must have been going to the monkey parks, etc.
Oh, no, I was just randomly walking along the street and I got attacked by a rabid monkey.
A rabid monkey.
Yeah, just leapt out of a tree and latched onto my neck and took a chunk out.
Yeah, but you must have been there for ages. Like that. How far into the trip was that?
Oh, about 2 days.
Right. So,
Yeah.
do you think? So once you got bitten and you had the rabies,
The other thing they work off, man, is fear.
Yes.
So if somebody in your pack, because they see you as a pack, like a monkey, a little group of monkeys
well,
there,
just me and my wife.
and you've got some mates going as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But if they smell fear on one of you, that's who they're going to go.
It's like a dog, you know, when a dog can smell fear.
Yeah, well, monkeys can smell even more fear. They've
Yes.
got great little honkers for fear.
Actually, I think the dogs there have rabies as well. I've
Yeah,
heard.
they
Oh,
do.
the dogs do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you got to
do.
look out for the dogs.
So do the armadillos.
Some of the bartenders.
Right.
Well, this is the other thing is because, you know, one of the first things they say sometimes when you're going to Bali is just get rabies as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
You get it out of the way.
Oh, right. So it's
Yeah,
something you
yeah.
just get and then you're immune to
Everybody
it.
jumps in bed together. They all give each other rabies. And
that
then
how
you
you
just
get
get
it?
done with it. Yeah.
They're quite famous in Bali for their rabies party.
Right.
They have the
Say-
moon parties and then they have the rabies parties.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because I thought you can't just get rabies and it's sweet. I thought you could get seriously ill from that.
Oh, you'll die.
Oh,
You'll die. But what a way to go.
Yeah, totally.
should I not go to Bali?
Oh, no, you should go.
Oh, definitely go, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Hey, fellas, I've had some issues with my dog lately.
Who, Tinker?
And
phew.
she's getting a little bit old now. I think next month she turns 15.
Can I just say, I saw her last week
Did you?
on the couch at your other job. She's
oh,
sitting
yeah.
on the job.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was, oh, Tinker. And I was like, geez, Tinker looks old.
Have you seen her before?
Yeah, I saw her when we were at your place at your pool
yeah,
party.
yeah.
that
Your
time.
pool party.
She's old, man. She
Yeah.
is old. But she started making just noises willy-nilly. Like, we used to have her sleep on the bed, but now she makes noises like she's snoring, but you look at her and her eyes are wide open. She's just,
terrifying.
she is like,
That's
sort of
creepy.
she's like a punctured bagpipe.
Right, yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
like, it's a little bit, it's disconcerting, and you want to look after her because she's old and she's part of the family, but it's annoying
Right.
as well. So you got to weigh it up. It's like, I need to go to sleep and I can't sleep with that racket going on.
Sure.
Anyway, she started making a whole new noise now, and I don't know what this one is. Can we
Right.
play this, Keyzie?
What The hell was that?
That sounds almost like a death rattle.
It does. But it goes for hours. So she goes, honk, 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 and then she goes, like she's trying to bring something up.
Hairball?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hang on. Sorry, Jay. Furball.
Well, here, what's a fur ball made of?
Oh, we don't have time to get into that.
But it sounds asthmatic.
She's trying to get something up. She's trying to bring something up.
Yeah.
Nebulizer?
I don't know what it is. Can I hear it again?
You know what it reminds me of a little bit? Turtles making love.
Oh, yes, it does.
It does
Which I can
sound
swear
like
to you, we don't have any turtles.
No,
Wait, was it
no.
just-
And I don't
ticket?
think she'd be interested because she's been spayed. It's got no sex drive at all, Keyzie.
I'm
None.
imagining
Doesn't sound like it.
that we've got a lot of listeners out there, Mogi, that are dog lovers.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And we did have a little while back a vet actually ring us up about a certain thing that was going on with my dog.
That's right.
So hopefully maybe someone's listening at the moment that can help out there.
That's right. If you know what this is, then give us a text on 3483 or call us on 0800 Hauraki and you could win a $50 night and day voucher. What's the noise in the background? Is someone having a shower or is that a fan?
Yeah,
or
that's
something?
me in the shower.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
was that an audio recording or is there a video component?
There's a video component as well, yeah.
It might help.
That absolutely, her coughing like that or whatever she was doing completely ruined my OnlyFans.
Sure, I was going to say, yeah. Was that last night you had the shower this
That
morning?
was this morning.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be on again tonight, 9 p.m.
Oh, you have two showers?
New Zealand. Yeah, well, it's not really,
Yeah.
it's not really.
Well, you had the door open, did you say?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Fellas, are you scared of dogs, like big dogs?
Nah.
You're not?
Nah, man.
Mike, you're not?
I have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can be terrifying.
I've been faced down by a Rottweiler once. That was a good time.
Oh, God. Yeah. So I've had, my fair share of, like, not run-ins, but scary dogs barking at you, but they're behind a fence or they,
Yeah.
As I've previously stated, when I worked for Greenpeace going door to door, had quite a few confrontations with dogs walking into people's properties.
Yeah.
Not a good time.
It's scary. So today I went for a run, little 3.5K around the block there, and it's usually a 3K run, but I upped it to 3.5 by going to this park and doing a lap of the park and then coming out and continuing on the route. When I was at the park running,
Good route?
Great route, really good route. I'd love to take you guys on it sometime. While I was at the park, there was a guy in like a big jacket thing, and
like a trench coat.
yeah,
like
like
a
a trench
jacket.
coat.
Yeah,
he was going
yeah.
for like a jacket, yeah, Mike. And he was walking, and I could tell he had like a pet with him. And then as I got
Was
closer,
it a bird? Because that's freaky when that happens.
No,
When you
it-
see someone out in the wild with a bird on their shoulder.
I once saw a dude with a little magpie on a leash. That freaked me out. Bloody birds.
it wasn't a bird.
Right.
Yeah. So
Fuel.
as I was getting close, probably like maybe 30 metres away from him, this guy turns around. He's got a huge staffy.
Right.
Like, honestly, I've never seen a staffy this big. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's a terrifying looking, staffy.
Sure.
And then as I get
Do
close,
you reckon you could have taken it?
what do you mean? Oh, the staffy.
Yeah. I mean, I know it was a massive staffy, but you reckon you could have handled it?
No, I don't know if I could have. It was probably the biggest staffy. I thought staffies were a certain size. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then you see this one, and it's
Holy helmet.
I've seen a lot of staffies,
yeah.
and they vary in size. To be honest with you, Keyzie, they're not all staffies are big.
Well, that was the thing, was I thought I had an idea of what size a staffy generally is.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then this guy turns around. He's just got the biggest staffy you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right.
And then I realized it's not even on a leash. It's just, huh?
What colour was it?
It was kind of like a light brown.
Ah.
Yeah. And it
They're
was
usually, when they're that big, they're usually black.
no, I've not. No.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio
A
Hauraki.
strange thing happened to me today, fellas.
Was it a strange encounter?
Yes, I guess you could say it was. Strange encounters of the Hoyte kind. Just another day in the life of Mogi.
Mm-hmm. Standy. Is your middle name Charles?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Why do you ask?
I don't know. Just wondered.
Charles.
Anyway.
So I went to the dairy today,
Oh, yeah.
sadly, to get some more durries.
Oh, Jace.
Good on you, mate.
Thanks, man.
I'm over a week without them now.
That's good, man.
Too easy.
That's
Look
really
how
good.
look how good he's looking.
No, I'm brand new.
I'm glad I bought a pack then. And I just want to explain to people that where I live, the dairy is about 20 metres away.
What's the address, just so people can get an idea?
So the dairy's about 20 metres away
Oh, yeah.
from my house. So, like when I go to the dairy, I often don't close my front door, okay, just to set the scene here.
Sure.
So I go up to the dairy and buy my ciggies, have a little chat to Babu.
He sold it years ago, didn't he? Oh, was he?
Just going to chuck the racism alarm in there just in case.
That's his name, Keyzie.
No, I know, but he did
Yeah.
sell it ages ago.
Yeah, but he was in there because he often
buying
goes in
some
there to
durries
talk
as
to the
well.
guy.
He was back there, was he?
He goes there and talks to the guy that bought it off him.
What's his name?
Pardon?
Also Babu.
Anyway, so I go to... Oh, actually, that deserves a siren there.
But we don't want to get distracted. We're trying to support and extend your story, Jace.
Oh, sorry. So I walk home.
We're 2 minutes into this.
I walk home, and I kid you not, I walk into my lounge, and in my lounge, there's a duck. And the duck is just standing in my lounge.
Sure.
Like a mallard.
It's a mallard, and it stares at me. And I stare back at the duck, and I'm going, why is there a duck in my lounge?
Are you saying that or are you thinking that?
I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
Next to the duck is a duck poo.
Wow,
You
where'd
know,
that
those
come
sort
from?
of greeny, slimy
Yeah, it's out the
bastards that they
cloaca.
do. That's,
Cloaca.
strangely enough, not the weird part of the story. Because also in the room was my dog Roo, who was sitting perfectly, very erect and correctly in the other corner of the lounge, staring at said duck. Now, the reason this is highly unusual is that Roo loses her shit
Yeah.
over the smallest thing. She'll go crazy, seeing a cat, anything like that, barks her ass off. She wasn't doing a thing. She was just literally sitting there staring at the duck, and I'm staring at the duck, and I can only think that she was so freaked out and thinking what's going on that she didn't know how to react to it.
Yeah.
So, of course, here I am with a duck and my dog in the lounge, and I'm thinking, I've got to get this duck out of here. And so I start...
How many times have you thought that?
There's something funny about a duck as well.
It's not the first time it's happened, by the way. And so I start to corral the duck. Now, the duck starts panicking and loses it and starts flapping around my lounge. And because I've startled it, obviously, a stream of poos while it's flapping around is being sprayed around my lounge.
A dollop?
My dog, seeing that the duck is freaking out, then starts clicking into action, and she starts freaking out, barking her ass off. Barking, going at the duck. There's poos everywhere. I'm effing and jeffing. I am absolutely effing and jeffing. Get to the French doors. Manage to open the French doors in my lounge. The duck sees the door, flies out, and flies straight into the roof of my little deck there, which is plastic.
Yeah.
Goes deboosh into the thing, and then it makes a weird sound, and then flies off. And my dog Roo barks her ass off, and then sprints off out the front door, down the yard, barking her ass off.
Yeah.
And old Hoodie Jay's left in his lounge amidst a stream and a cacophony of duck
It's
poos.
lucky you have those ciggies, to de-stress.
That's the first thing I did, was go outside and have a
Treat
cigarette.
yourself to
Yeah.
a duck. The
Yeah.
last thing you would have done is clean up that shit.
Yeah.
Because the trick is now to act like you haven't seen it and get your wife to clean it up.
Unfortunately, she wasn't home for at least another 8 hours.
Well, you went, yeah.
So it's still
Yeah.
there.
I guess, have you ever heard the phrase, man, when people talk about living in their house, and they go, it's a madhouse. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I will say that this isn't the first time
There's
this
a
has
duck
happened.
in your lounge.
Yes.
Doing poos.
just wanders in.
Yes, literally
and
wandered
thinks,
in.
Oh, I've seen the guy that lives here.
Well, to be
I
fair-
could care less about his opinion. Takes a dump in your lounge on the carpet
Yes.
while dead-eyeing you and your dog. And then when you try and get it out, then it just sprays shit all over your house.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
quickly, before we wrap up, just quickly.
Oh, what's this one for?
You said French doors. That's racist.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
I wanted to inquire, Mogi, how your dog Tinker's doing today. Whether there's any improvement on her condition from yesterday.
Yeah, well, those of you who listened to the show yesterday will know that she had she was making a bit of a racket. She sounds like a sort of a buggered, what do you call those things? Bagpipe.
Bagpipe, yeah.
That's right. And this is what it sounded like. So Louise, like, honk, honk, she's honk doing.
Yeah, honk
And then
doing.
at the end, she tried and...
Did she ever spit anything out?
She never did.
Right.
She never did, although today, it's certainly the frequency has reduced, which I'm grateful for.
Oh, okay. Actually, not necessarily a good sign.
Oh, is it not?
Well, that was interesting because I was listening to that yesterday and I thought, I wonder, because you sent us the audio on
I
our
did.
app there, and so I thought, I wonder what will happen if I play that to my dog. Whether my dog Roo will, hear that and react to it in some way. So I played it to Roo, who immediately started whimpering.
Yeah.
She sort of went into a sort of crouch position and started whimpering. Then she started barking her ass off and running around the house like in a state of distress, and then ended up curling one out on our duvet.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, doesn't she do that anyway?
Well, not all the time, but
Right.
she only does it when she's under real distress. And
Right.
so she obviously heard what Tinker was going through and went, oh, she's not long for this world.
I wonder what my dog's saying, that your dog has picked it up.
Yes.
And then thinks the answer is to kill one out on your duvet. I think probably the thing with your dog is, and I know your dog well, the nervous reaction, the running around in circles, is probably a reaction to what she is hearing. And then the curling one out on your duvet, she just thinks that's funny.
Yeah, well, she probably just does that to piss me off.
To be fair, your
Because
dog...
I can't semicircle her with that on the duvet, because the duvet crinkles up, of course, and I can't lift up the poos with her as a semicircle.
No, that's right.
So many people have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Well, I'll explain it very quickly. The fellas once asked me when my dog did a shit on the ground in the lounge there, how do I clean it up? And I said, basically, I get my dog Roo and I turn her into a semicircle and I just scoop the poos up like that.
Using her.
Like a
Using her
pincer.
as like a pincer.
Yes.
She just sort of cradles that
And then do you throw...
feces and I chuck her
throw it
outside.
outside?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
right.
of them, dog and the poos.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Because your dog's a collie, right?
Yes.
And so that rounding up of the house, my dog used to do that. And it's because they used to rounding up sheep. So it's probably because you're maybe wandering around the house like a lost sheep.
Well, I mean, she just started doing that because she heard what Tinker was doing.
Right.
And so, dogs know what's going on for other dogs.
Right.
Is all I'm saying.
Well, you would know.
Yeah, I mean, it's either the back paddock for her or take her to a vet and
Yeah.
let them do the back paddock part of it.
I don't know. I think... would you even bother taking her to the back paddock?
Well, you could place her in the back paddock and then just leave her to it. You know what I'm saying, fellas?
Because how old is Ruda now?
She's only 9.
Right.
So she's got another 5 or 6 bloody years in her.
Yeah.
Do you want a dog, Keyzie?
Yeah, do you want mine first?
No thanks, fellas.
You sure? Dogs are cool, man.
Yeah, they're so loving.
Well, I'll get a free dog off the guy for that Voices Dog Squad. Then I can sell it on Trade Me
Yeah.
for like $5.
I could sign it.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
We played some audio a little bit earlier of Mogi's dog,
Who,
Tinker.
Tinker?
And he's massively concerned about Tinker and
Yeah.
needs some advice. This is the audio we played.
And that just sort of goes on repeat for around about 24 hours.
Well, the audio clip you sent us was 5 minutes long.
It was 8 minutes long, so I just hit record and then went into the shower and did my OnlyFans. That takes me about 8 minutes.
Right.
And then, just came back and sent that through. So, I don't know what's wrong with her. It happens every now and again. But we've had a few texts through on 3483, Jay, so hopefully they can help us out.
We've been inundated.
All right, now I'm just going to put some music on, not for any reason.
Have you got that French music from the Olympics?
Nah, it's gone.
That's what I miss
Gone
most
too
about the
soon.
Olympics is that little ditty.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I'm putting this on is just the nature of the texts.
Oh, okay.
My parents' dog was doing the same thing. 2 months later, she was goners.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Mogi.
Did you run it over or something?
Yeah, it's in here, though.
Take her out the back
I
paddock.
ran it over. Was that a cough or a laugh?
It was both.
Crying.
Kennel cough?
What's that?
Kennel cough. I don't know. It sounds like...
Is that like
Some
whooping
sort of
cough or
cough?
something like that? A whooping
Sounds like
cough?
a cough for sure.
Yeah,
Kennel
yeah.
cough.
It's something you get from a kennel.
Sounds
Yes.
like a cough. She hasn't never been in a kennel.
Water in the lungs, Mogi. She's in God's waiting room now.
No.
Actually, I'm just going to stop the music for this one here. And a lot of texts came in of this nature.
Yeah.
Sounds like Keyzie trying to rub one out while his wife's in the shower. That's not helpful to anyone.
Can you play the audio again?
Well, I don't see what that's got to do with anything.
Oh, my God.
You're doing the old Michael Hutchins trick.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That is so weird because when you played that, it sounded so familiar
Yes,
to me.
yes.
Because we've had to share rooms with
Yes.
Keyzie and stuff. And I was having a shower once.
Right.
But anyway, carry on there,
No,
Keyzie.
go keep going, man.
No,
Tell the
please.
story of me.
And I inadvertently, the door popped open while I was showering, Mogi, and
Yeah.
Keyzie was in his little single bed there, and I heard the same.
Next thing you heard was the old...
Wow.
A few more texts here on 3483 if that's all good, fellas. Hey, Mogi. I think it's time to take your lovely dog to the vet because that sounds like a heart problem. And that's from Jenny.
That sounds like a heart problem.
Yeah. It's from Jenny.
Jenny. I don't
Shipley.
think Jenny knows much about
Jenny Shipley.
Jenny Shipley.
That was Jenny Shipley.
Oh, was it? Yeah, so I don't know. It didn't look like a heart problem. It doesn't sound like a heart problem.
Sounds like someone says here she's trying to hook to.
Hock to spit on that thing.
Yeah.
What are they spitting on?
I'm not sure in this case.
Right.
You'd have to ask
On the
Tinker.
floor or on my wife's clothes.
I'll read the first half of this text. Tell me if I should read the full text.
Okay.
G'day, fellas. I reckon Mogi was pumping. Should I read the second half?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's going to
Doesn't
commit
make
to
any
it.
sense.
Pumping up an airbed with Jace's old retro foot pump from the 70s.
Oh, yeah? Have you got one of those?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Though it has got a bit of a smoker's cough sort of a sound to it. So it could be you doing exercise, Joe. So let's hear it again there, Keyzie.
It is remarkably like sounding like me doing press-ups.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. How many did it do?
Yeah, I can only do 2, so yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we'll rule that out. We'll rule out me having a go at myself.
Oh.
Wow.
No, well, I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there.
Guys,
Sorry, Mogi was filming an OnlyFans in the shower, and that's fine, while his dog was watching.
and was in the video were you having a go at yourself? Was
No.
that part of the OnlyFans?
Yeah, man.
Why aren't I in your OnlyFans, Mogi?
Oh, I was saving it, man.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bit of hoggle content.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Now it's time for an old favourite
wait,
that
just
happens
quickly.
every Tuesday.
Just
What,
quickly,
Keyzie?
there's a brand new video out on the Hauraki Big Show's Instagram page. You should all go have a look.
Okay.
Right.
Pet chat. With Jason Mike. Yeah, man.
Keep those texts coming in on 3483. We'll try and answer all your questions.
Yeah.
Here's a great question from Jade on the Instagram.
Oh, yes.
Does Jace actually know the dogs from Dog Squad?
Yes, I do, and I train them.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I thought you just did like a half-ass voiceover and that was it.
Nah, man. I know all the dogs and I train them. Whatever they're doing in, cadavers or whatever.
I actually went over to Jace's house to drop over a pot that I'd been borrowing to do a big risotto. And I found that he was there and he was having the rap party for Dog Squad and all the dogs were there playing games in the backyard.
Wow.
So cute,
It's bloody
man.
beautiful.
Were
Yeah.
they playing poker? No? Okay. Here's another question. G'day, fellas. It's from Ollie.
Oh, Ollie.
I owe my cat money.
Ollie Driver.
It's from Ollie Driver.
Wow.
Having cat issues.
Wow.
G'day, fellas. Ollie Driver here. I owe my cat money and I'm running out of excuses to not pay it back. Please help me. I worry for my life.
Yeah.
Cheers.
First things first, keep it away from washing machines. I want to make a very strong point about that.
Good idea.
And dryers.
Yeah.
And dryers,
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
nothing to do with either of those things.
Can you borrow money off a cat?
And cats have that really weird thing too, where they always let you know that you owe them money.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way they look at you.
Right.
Yeah.
And they'll lift the leg up and do the lick lick.
Yeah.
But they'll be eyeballing you, going, "You better pay up, fella."
Yeah. Like you say, Keyzie, it is very odd to hear of somebody borrowing money from cats
Yeah.
because they're notoriously tight.
Oh, is that
very
why?
much
Sort of
so.
like the Keyzie of the animal world.
Right. I thought it was just because they didn't have money.
very rarely open their wallets.
So
Keyzie.
cats have money.
Totally, they do. Yeah.
Where do they keep it? In
And
their
then somebody borrows it and then they won't give it back.
Where do they
Because they've
keep
got no
it?
money.
In their
Where
cat
do they?
purse.
In their purse.
Oh, God.
Far out. I feel like canning this now.
Here's a great question, guys. G'day. I recently bought a new pug. That cute.
Pug son.
I have a pug son.
Who's this from?
It's from Daryl.
Oh, Daryl.
Old 3483.
Hannah.
Daryl Hannah.
Wow.
Oh.
Daryl Tuffy.
It's from Daryl Tuffy, actually. I was
Wow.
gonna say.
Daryl
Yeah,
Tuffy.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
G'day, guys. Daryl Tuffy
Daryl
here.
Callanan.
Hope you're well. I've recently bought a pug son, which is always in a hur of a mood. How do I fix this?
You can't, man.
Right.
It just is. A pug son is what it is.
Yeah.
Are all pug sons in a hur of a mood?
I tell
Well,
you what,
it's turning out that way.
you could do what you could do is buy him a little cap.
Oh, like a little hat to put
Yeah,
on.
a little bit of hat. That always makes him
That
happy.
cheers him up.
Well, like
Yeah.
some Japanese treats.
Sure.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You can put him get him a little sensei outfit, a little a gi, and buy him a little mini dojo.
Totally. Put a little chopstick through his hair.
You're right.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jace, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.